What we're experiencing right now is mercilessly, thankfully I should say, thankfully the winds have died down for the time being, and so what this has allowed is people to come back and see what is left of their homes, and of course what very, very sadly has been destroyed. And we're joined now by one of those families here in Altadena. This is Daisy and Keith and Lucas and Henry, and we are so sorry for what you're going through right now, and really, really thank you for taking the time to be with us. If you're able to, Daisy, just tell us what you experienced on Tuesday night. Thankfully, you're here together. You got out.
Yep. Thank you. Tuesday was it was a regular, normal, peaceful day. We just had gotten back from Christmas holidays, and I was alerted that there was a fire through friends that were sending me text messages. So I was all day unpacking, and I look out the window, and sure enough, I see a smoke. I'm like, well, yeah, there's a smoke. There's something happening here. I just thought it was just a fire on the mountains, nothing that was going to really be that intense that it was going to affect anybody. But then as I kept watching the news and I kept going in social media, I saw that there was actually some houses burning, down in Altadena Drive. And, we started looking out the window. We was just more worried about making sure that things weren't going to come and hit us. My husband didn't think nothing was going to come this far out. So we were, was still like on alert. Around, I would say 10 p.m. was it that we lost power. That's when the power went off, and my son Lucas, the youngest, he started crying. Henry was very brave, and he was helping us with flashlight and helping us, pack whatever we could as quick as we could. I did one luggage just for all of us, thinking that we were going to be able to come the next day. Everybody went to sleep. I told everybody, just make sure that you have your clothes ready, because I'm seeing fire. Like, there's really fires, no longer smoke. I can see a fire from the window. So this just doesn't look good. My husband was very positive. Like, if there's something that we have to leave, we should be getting like a text message. We should be getting like some sort of alert. The sheriff department will come with the
loudspeakers and everything.
They would tell us, and I'm like, well, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to get some sort of like urgency that we got to leave because it's getting more dangerous. But we didn't get anything. It was just my gut feeling that said we have to go. It was 1:30 in the morning, and when I saw more flame going up, I said we have to get out. And I woke them up, and I said it's time to go.
That must have been petrifying for you all to take that decision, just to go.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrifying to see that. Now I've lived through fires up in the foothills before that got really close but never got into the houses so much. But this one, it moved so quickly. It was, on a distant ridge 1 minute, and then 10 minutes later, it was like right on top of us. It was crazy how fast it moved, with the winds blowing it downhill, which is so unusual too. So yeah, I really felt nothing's gonna touch us. We're way down from the mountains, but it's just incredible, the devastation down here. It's just heartbreaking.
We are so sorry to see your home now. What was it like then to realize that the worst had happened, to come back here? I mean, for example, Henry, when you see your home, it must be really sad.
So it was really terrifying when we got out, and our cousin was in an Uber, and she said when she was at the plane, she saw people throwing up because everybody was like seeing the fire down mountain, and I remember that it was called the Eaton Fire. Like, it was going really fast. That we had to go to our hotel to go. That's where my mom's work is, and then the fire was getting really close here, and at 5 a.m. there was a French teacher, like, he woke up at 5 a.m. The fire woke him up. It was so close. So he ran out of the house, and then he went somewhere else, and then suddenly our house fired, and then just burned and stuff. It's so sad.
I'm so sorry. You managed to find just one of your toys, didn't you? Can you show me? What did you find
So
here?
I found this and this, and my brother found this.
I'm so sorry.
That is all that remains of. They had so many toys that were out here. There's that little trash can thing over there was overflowing with toys, and everything's just gone. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's all they think. When we were leaving, they if I'm bringing their toys, I'm like, there's no space for toy. We just gotta go. So I grabbed pillows too, just in case we had to sleep in the car, because I didn't know. And luckily my husband went and bought them a new toy, and they happy about that. I did grab one toy for each of them, so at least they have a sense of comfort and some sort of enjoyment. But right now they don't. I don't think they understand the concept of their home no longer being there.
Yeah.
They know we don't have a home, but I don't think they really understand what the loss is. They don't understand. Henry wanted to come and see the space. He wanted to see that he was really broken, and Lucas wanted to see he can find any of his toy. Even walking to the back, they were happy just to see that those two items survive. But it's just heartbreaking, because this is our 4-year anniversary this month. We moved here, when a lot of the riots and a lot of the chaos was happening in downtown. We thought they were going to burn our home back then from all the protests, because we pretty much lit the business downstairs. So we ran from there, made a lot of sacrifice to buy this home, to not be burned there. And then we come here and we get burned.
I'm so sorry to hear that you've already moved once and here to your dream home. I know it's a very difficult question right now, but how do you think about the future, particularly in an area where it just seems that it's getting warmer and warmer, the climate is exacerbating these weather events? How do you guys think about where you'll live, what you do next?
I don't know. I lived my entire life in the city. I grew up in New York. I'm more like a city girl, and I saw those fires, and I saw climate changes, and I saw a lot of things that did affect the people that live close to nature. And I always wanted to, avoid those things. But I thought, California was very forward with those policies, and they took care of, climate and making sure that everybody was safe. So I was very comfortable. But I don't think you can really secure yourself when it comes from nature and when it comes from God. You really can. You can stop those acts from God and nature. It's just what it is, and it's just gonna happen. It doesn't matter what you are. I don't think we're untouchable. So.
Yeah, I mean, and we love this community. The community around here is just fabulous, or it was. I mean, who knows what it's going to be in the future, but there's people that have been up here 50, 60 years, and other people that have been moving in recently. But everybody has been a great community, the school especially. It's Henry is in a French immersion program, and there's a lot of French people moving in, and it's just been a great community. So we want to come back here. But it's scary to think about it too.
And Lucas, you were showing me earlier where you used to play in the backyard, right? You had a swing set.
I love that swing set that I wanted to play with it every day.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, has LA ever seen anything like this? I mean, have you guys ever been through anything like this in LA?
Never. I never seen anything this bad. No.
I've been here since 1984, and I've seen a lot of fires that have destroyed homes, but nothing like what happened this last few days, because there's been so many fires destroying homes in every neighborhood of LA has just been hit. It's horrible. It's incredible.
Well, thank you all so very much for speaking to us. We wish you nothing but the best, and our thoughts are with you all. Thank you so very much to Daisy and to Henry and to Lucas and to Keith. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Karen, when you speak to a family like this one, of course, you have to keep in mind as well, so many places continue to be under evacuation order. The fires are by no means contained right now. And so very sadly, heartbreaking stories like this one are being replicated right across LA County right now.
Helena, thank you so much. Absolutely heartbreaking stuff, just illustrating exactly what families, so many more families must be going through as well. Helena Humphrey there in Altadena, which has been so terribly hit by that Eton fire.